Hey everyone! So this is the last video out of the Yes Theory Bootcamp series, representing week 6, the final week of the Yes Theory Bootcamp. And I just want to start off by saying that this was worth every single penny. It was an absolute phenomenal experience, and I'm actually quite sad that it's over, and I'm gonna miss having our weekly sessions. So without further ado, let's just dive right in. So, as always, I want to start off by sharing some of my favorite quotes, and there was a lot from this last week. The first one being focus on impact, not money. Now, this is the first one because it really screams to me, because a lot of people are like, Kobe, why don't you create a course of videos explaining how to write a book, publish a book, market a book, and you could sell that course to people who want to be authors. Or you could try to coach people. You can teach them how to do eBay. You could teach them how to do YouTube, stuff like that. And I've always been iffy with money, and if I want this to be a business, I am going to have to implement money at some point more than I do now. But I try to do this YouTube for the impact more than anything. I just want to make a positive impact and inspire as many people as I possibly can while I'm doing this. The second one is a quote that I've actually told myself and joked about for a long time, is that you are your own worst enemy and your own best friend. Now, this is because your mind, and we had a mentality and mindset session during this week, and I will dive a little bit deeper into that, but that is a quote that I've constantly said myself, so it was kind of cool to hear Stefan say it as well. The third one is that most successful creators have almost quit a bunch of times. Almost quit a bunch of times. So this really stuck out to me because 2 months ago, 4 months ago, there were times where I was literally sitting on my phone, and actually over Christmas break, there was this time where I had my YouTube channel pulled up on my phone, and I came so close to just deleting the channel. Now, that's something I have talked about already, but I hope by sharing this quote, it reminds people that there's a lot of successful just people in general who have wanted to quit a bunch of times. So stay resilient, keep pushing forward, and you'll achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. Now, this one wasn't one that was said during one of our sessions, but instead came from somebody in the audience during the mindset session, and it was so good I had to quickly write it down. They said, courage wouldn't exist without fear. And I think that fits very well with the whole seek discomfort message that I talk about quite often on this channel, because you're pushing your creative limits, whether that's by skydiving, even though you have a fear of heights, or whether it's creating YouTube videos and pushing your creative limits and your creative skills. Courage wouldn't exist without fear. So when you are nervous, when you're worried, when you have some sense of fear, don't feel like you're a failure then. Fear is normal, it's human, and that is okay. That is where courage comes from. You have to continue to push through and just know that fear is completely normal. And last but not least, you can fail with what you do, but never with who you are. So that kind of goes back to some previous videos where I've talked about making your YouTube channel be more about you, that you are the niche, because while you can say you have failed making a YouTube video, whether it's quality or something else, you can never fail with who you are if you stay true to your beliefs and your integrity. So, one of the first sessions we had during the last week was how to build a brand and community. And a quote that was shared through this was that you hook people in through your videos and your content, but you want to make them stay for you. And I believe this is very, very true, because while I like people coming to my videos to say, plan a trip to Yellowstone National Park, it is something else when the people watching and subscribe to your channel genuinely care about you. It creates a community, and that is something through Nomads that was one of my favorite aspects. So what exactly is the difference between an audience and a community? Well, an audience is good. I'm not saying that you don't want an audience, but an audience is a group of people who are simply interested in what you say or do. So the best case on my channel would be someone who is interested in traveling the United States, or someone who is interested in skydiving with a fear of heights, for a more specific example. Someone that is interested in visiting Yellowstone National Park. What else is there outside of Old Faithful? That would be an audience. Now, community is a group of people who are connected to each other by a shared interest or goal. So it's someone who also wants to go to Yellowstone, but it's like you have each other's backs. You're pushing each other. Hey, this is how you go to Yellowstone. This is how you do this. I'll help you do this. And that is something that I really, really loved with being a nomad and just being a YouTuber as well. So many of you, you know who you are. There is a community around it, and some of my subscribers even are people that I haven't met in real life, but they are people that are actively engaged, and I know they actively care about me, and I genuinely and actively care about them as well. And there is something just truly remarkable about that. So the next session wasn't something that I ended up getting picked for, but it was being roasted by Amar and Thomas. I ended up submitting some of my proudest YouTube videos, the videos I was most proud of, and they were randomly picking videos from out of the cohort. They would watch the intro, the middle, and the ending, and then they would reflect and give you advice on what they think you did correctly and what they think you could improve on. And again, this is also based off of personal taste in a little bit, but this was also very nerve-wracking to see Yes Theory, members of Yes Theory, actively roasting videos. I was so nervous if they were going to pick my video, because of the fact that these videos were something that these ones were the ones I was proudest of off of my channel, and I knew they were in some way, shape, or form going to tell me something bad. But outside of that, I also got to see other travel creators specifically, what mistakes they make and how they can improve, what mistakes I have in common with them, and I got to learn through this session. So one thing they talked about is, outside of growth, what else do you want to achieve with your YouTube channel? And as I mentioned a little bit earlier, is I want to make a positive impact. Another thing they talked about was to film everything. They told us that they have thousands of hours worth of footage, and they come back and they go through and they pick and choose what exactly is the story. And that's something I have to really get better of. I have found myself countless times at this point now where I sit down and I go, oh my God, I wish I had a a photo or a film. I wish I had my camera recording when this happened. So this is something I'm going to try to do better in the future. And something else they mentioned that I really liked was that awkward moments, to a degree, keep videos realistic and authentic, and thus relatable and believable. So they're good to keep in. Lots of times when you see people go up to others and try to interview them or whatever it may be, if there's like a moment of pause, even me just saying like I just did, those awkward moments are realistic and authentic, and people can relate to those. So that's something I really try to do on my videos, is stay authentic, honest, and relatable. Now, my favorite session from week 6 was the mindset and mentality session. And honestly, this was probably one of my favorite sessions from the overall boot camp. First off, Stefan said to follow your compass, not a map. The idea with this is, with a map, you're going to set route, you're going to a set location, where a compass, you can adjust, and no matter where you are, you can still follow and get to where you want to be. So he said 3 interests to guide his compass, his values. And in this case, these are my values: adventure, kindness, and YOLO. Now, YOLO is not really a phrase that's used very often anymore, but I feel like it is a phrase that fits very well with my YouTube channel, because I talk about how tomorrow's never guaranteed, so we should try to make the most of every day. I talk about how it's important to take care of your mental health, your physical health. I talk about how um, just seeking discomfort gets outside of your comfort zone, because you only live once again, so you don't want regrets. So I believe those are my 3 values, and by following those values, no matter where I am in the world, I'll be able to keep guiding and stay true to myself, versus following a map where it might branch off a little bit and you start to lose the authenticness and what matters most to me. Now, another quote that I really, really loved during this boot camp, like I said, there was many of them, was that you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Now, I'm just going to say that again and really let that sink into people. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So many people don't write a book that they want to do. They don't start a YouTube channel. They don't do things because they are scared of failing. They're scared that they're not good enough. But you have to realize that is okay. By starting, you're going to make mistakes. That is human nature. That is life. You will live and you will grow through those mistakes. And that is how you become great. Another aspect is to be your own best friend. So that goes back to that quote at the beginning of the video I was talking about, is when your mind is telling you, hey, you're not good enough, you gotta tell your mind, no, I am good enough. You want to be your best friend. You want to talk to yourself as though you are talking to your best friend. And you also can do this by taking breaks, being aware of your mental health, your physical health, just taking the time to do that and not burn yourself out. Now, some measures to avoid burnout, to prevent burnout, is to do exactly that. Take breaks. I am going to be doing a video shortly here, but short announcement, I am going to be taking a break because I know that I need it right now. Between my mental and physical health, I need a break. I need to slow down. So you need to be willing to accept that, acknowledge that, and then follow through on that to be your own best friend. And a challenge that I will be posting videos on in the future. Stefan wanted us to write a letter to our 8-year-old self and our 80-year-old self. This is an idea that I thought was just really fun, and I'm quite excited to do that challenge. So upon writing those letters, I am going to post videos reading said letters. And then finally, we got the final statistics. So over the 6 weeks of the cohort, we created over 7,000 videos. All the members in this cohort made over 7,000 videos. Videos that may not have otherwise been created. I know I probably wouldn't have done Project 30 if it wasn't for this cohort. So that is something to just think about, all the people those videos have impacted and the lives that may have changed through our videos is absolutely remarkable. Now, another just mind-blowing statistic here is that I was one of 52. What do I mean by that exactly? Well, outside of Project 30, there was 3 other challenges. Challenges to post a video once a week, to post a video bi-weekly, Project 30 to post a video every day for 30 days, and the 4th challenge to simply post one video. I was one of 52 people to successfully complete all 4 of those challenges through this cohort. So I am very, very proud of myself because we had graduation and all kinds of stuff going on, physical health problems going on. I am very, very proud to say that I am one of 52 to successfully complete all 4 challenges. Another aspect is throughout the 6 weeks of this cohort, I had 50,000 views on my YouTube channel. Why is this such a big deal? Well, my channel started back in December of 2020, and on March 21st of 2023, I had just achieved 100,000 views. That entire time, I just achieved 100,000 views. So, starting April 9th through the 6 weeks of this boot camp, this cohort, I achieved 50,000 views within 6 weeks. That is absolutely mind-blowing. It has been so exciting every day, every hour in some cases, to pull up YouTube Studio and see that my analytics were just jumping through the roof and I was hitting record-breaking numbers. Another aspect to me was the 246 hours. This is equal to over 10 days of watching my channel non-stop. And what's really cool to me about this is that for Project 30, I mainly posted 10 to 15 second clips. So that means that so many people watched my videos, or they watched them so many times on repeat, that we achieved 246 hours. Absolutely insane. And then finally, the last one was that I achieved 115 new subscribers. 104 of those being within 28 days while I did Project 30. That is a record-breaking number to me. So I want to take a moment. If you are a new subscriber or even an old subscriber, thank you again for your support, and I hope you continue to watch this channel and find inspiring, motivational, and helpful advice through my videos. So With that, I am going to end this video here. We are going on 20 minutes. So if you're still watching, thank you for watching the whole video. Thank you to those who are new subscribers, old subscribers, who have watched all my videos through Project 30, who have supported me over the last 6 weeks and through the beginning of creating this YouTube channel. I am going to be taking a break for a little while. I'll be posting a video more in depth, hopefully tomorrow, on that. But in the meantime, take care, and I will see you all on the next adventure.